That's why I'm saying, you guys, I gotta be careful because I still enjoy my habits. I still like drinking. And of course, then some people pull me aside and they say, well, Gabriel, why do you drink? Why do you drink? You have so many responsibilities and people you take care of. Why do you drink? Because I have a lot of responsibilities and people to take care of. Some of you already know because you've been to my shows in the past. My poison of choice is tequila. Certain alcohol I no longer mess with anymore. Like I no longer mess with Jaeger. See, first of all, any alcohol that will make you say its name is not safe. And that's the only alcohol that will make you do that. That's the only one you hear people. Jaeger! You don't hear anyone else. You don't hear Mexicans. Tequila way! You don't hear black people. Hennessy playa. You don't hear Japanese. Whoa, saki saki! Jaeger is scary for a few reasons. One, I'm type 2 diabetic. I shouldn't even be drinking, but Jaeger has twice as much sugar in it. Second thing is the consistency. It's very sticky. It's like cough syrup. So if you drink too much of it, it holds on longer than anything else, and it's nasty. When you drink it, you're like, ah! Palatos, palatos, palatos. It's horrible. If you drink too much of it, it holds on longer than anything else. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have one too many beers, you know what happens. You get the, and then you return it to the rightful owner. Jaeger makes you feel like you gotta bring it back, but you can't. All it does is make you dramatic for 45 minutes until it lets go. You've seen someone like that. Hey, you okay? I'm fine, but they can't throw up. All they're doing is 6-minute abs. People look at you the next day. Are you into fitness? No, I'm a drunk. Yeah. Jaeger is scary. Another alcohol I refuse to mess with anymore is wine.
Oh
no. Look at the people over there. We're from Schaumburg. For those of you that don't know, Schaumburg is the kind of the Beverly Hills of the area, so I'm sure you figured that one out by now. My issue with wine is very simple. I don't like the fact that wine is socially accepted. And what I mean by that is that if you see someone with a bottle of wine, if you see a guy crossing the street with a bottle of wine, immediately he's judged, but in a positive way. Because wine is always associated with something high class, something positive, something progressive, an anniversary, a celebration, a promotion. So you try to figure it out. Hey, what do you think is going on over there? Graduation? Promotion? It's gotta be good. Hey, good for you, buddy! Women see a man with a bottle of wine holding a couple of glasses and immediately, aww, lucky bitch. It's still alcohol. It will still mess you up. The main reason why I don't like wine is because you cannot accurately measure wine. You can measure real liquor. It's called a shot. And you know after drinking enough times what you can handle and what you can't handle. Because people who drink a lot love to brag about their drinking abilities. They have their drinking number, right? They have their drinking number. You'll hear them, 11 shots of Don Julio. Woo! Yeah! They have their drinking number. Even women.
After 4 shots of Cuervo, I am so good. 4 shots is my sweet spot.
What happens if you do 5?
I'll wake up in an alley.
What happens if you do 6?
That's how I met Tyrone.
See, with wine, you cannot accurately measure how much you're drinking unless you're basing it on the bottle. And if you're basing it on the bottle, then that's a whole different issue. With wine, the glasses are always different sizes. Sometimes they're big glasses, sometimes they're small glasses, and a lot of times you need to rely on someone to pour it for you. Sometimes they know what they're doing, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they fill it up too high, which is not the proper amount. Sometimes they get it just right, which is a little bit less than half of the glass. Sometimes you get that greedy bastard from Olive Garden. You know what I'm talking about? Where you get that little sample, and then you have to hold it up in direct sunlight and do this. And then you drink it, you're like, that's pretty good. I got a coupon for that. Here you go. And you never see wine drinkers drinking with real drinkers in dive bars. You might see them at a social gathering like this one or some corporate function, but never at a little hole in the wall. You'll never see Jaeger! Tequila way! And in the middle, mellow, I say. This is a fantastic establishment. I truly enjoy the decor here. This is amazing. This is brilliant, I tell you. Who cuts your grass? It's fantastic. I'm sorry, that voice always makes me laugh. I like it. It makes me smile. You know, when we're here in America. Whenever I travel and I perform in England, that voice takes on a different meaning. Now, I heard a woo. Do we have people in the house from the UK? All right, let me tell the rest of the people about you. I love it whenever people from the UK come here to the United States, because when we hear you speak, you sound incredible, you sound amazing, you sound educated, you sound inspirational. That accent is so proper. It is so proper. It doesn't matter what you're talking about. We're drawn to whatever it is. You could be talking about trash. It sounds amazing. Who could leave all this rubbish here? This is such a travesty. There's all this destruction here all over the sidewalk. Someone must tend to this at once. This is ridiculous. People are listening in. I don't know what happened over there, but the shit hit the fan. That guy from England is pissed. I don't know. What the hell is rubbish? See, it's very different. Now, when one of us goes over there, man, it's very, very different, because, see, we don't sound the same as them. As a matter of fact, as Americans, we have a certain way with the English language. Do you understand how we sound to them? I mean, seriously, do you know how they look at us when they hear us speak? We sound like this to them. I'll tell you right now, the other day I was hanging out with Phil, right? That some bitch come over to the house. We had ourselves a good old time. It was just me and Phil. And by the way, if you sound like that here tonight, I'm just kidding. There's just jokes. Don't feel like just, you know. I'm gonna wait for his ass outside. I'll see how far he is when he gets the parking lot. Fluffing my ass. I just think it's funny that no matter what they talk about over there, they sound the same. It sounds the same. You know, whereas with us, Americans, we speak according to our environment. We change it up, we morph, we adapt. We all have our, for example, we all have our trying to get a good job voice. When you walk in for that interview, you don't sound the way you sound on a Saturday night when you're having a couple drinks. No, you clean it up, you practice in the car, and when you walk in, you turn it on. If you'll check my references, you'll see I'm more than qualified for this position. Please feel free to call Frank Torres. Frank will tell you the amazing job I did for him 2.5 weeks ago. Listen, I'm ready to work 7 days a week, 365 days a year. No job is too big, no task is too small. You can count on me. I'm the right person for the job. Please keep me in mind. Thank you so much for your time. And then you get to the parking lot. And then you get to the parking lot and you're like, hijo de la chingada, ojalá que me traiga. No, está cabrón, güey, man. No, I need a job, man. I need a job. You guys know we all have our daytime voice that we have around our family and our friends and our children, you know. And then we have our late night voice, you know, our party voice. Jaeger! And then if you're lucky enough, you have your late night voice. Destroy, you don't even know what's about to happen. You better get on the phone. Look at some of you are looking at me like, oh my God, Fluffy's a freak. I'm just giving you an example. All the kids are like, oh, this is different. Sorry, because I see those kids and they're just like, oh. Dad's like, pinchy Fluffy. No. Stupid, bad Fluffy. But see, now over there, they sound the same no matter what they're doing when they apply for a job. If you'll check my references, you will see I'm more than qualified for this position. When they party. If you'll pour me the wine, I will drink it. It is brilliant, I tell you. When they're making love, I'm going to part your legs like the Red Sea. Oh, I'm going to defile you in such an amazing fashion. You will rue the day you came across me at that local pub. I'm going to lower my drawbridge and introduce you to the Queen. Yes, I shall. And when you arrive at that magical moment, I want you to scream victory. Victory! my job is done here.